welcome back to the channel. My name is Hope and this is Mission Keto, and today's video I am just going to go over my goals for 2025. What am I going to do? How am I going to kind of get back into the swing of things? Because we've had a rough few months and kind of been a little bit more lax with things, and I am ready to get back into it. So first I want to say, I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. Right now I'm filming this on Sunday the 29th, and our kids just left. Our oldest and her husband and our grandpup just left. They were here for an entire week. We spent Christmas with everybody. Our youngest and her husband, our son-in-law, came up for Christmas. It was a very, very Merry Christmas here in this house. We cooked a big, huge dinner. We opened gifts together, and it was just awesome. And just to think that if we were in the RV still, we would not have had that precious time. And a whole week they were here. That was so exciting. So we had a great time. So I hope that you had a very Merry Christmas, but now we're probably all kind of winding down, getting ready for the new year. And maybe you're making some changes. Maybe you're making a resolution or whatever. Whatever works for you is what I think is good. You know, some people are against resolutions or whatever. I'm making goals for myself that I know I can achieve too, because I've already done it before. But if you remember, on October 1st of last year, Andy and I started a challenge. He did the 75 hard challenge. I started a 75 soft challenge, and I had a couple hiccups along the way. About 10 days in is when I fell in the RV and I cracked my head open and had to go and get 5 staples in my head in the emergency room. And so I really wasn't allowed to work out after that until it healed. So I kind of had to stop it. I restarted it, and I wasn't in that same groove, you know? And then the fire happened, and I was just too weak to continue. I'm just kidding. I don't feel like I was weak at all. There was just too much going on. Now, Andy had kept up with his for even longer, even after the fire and everything, but then he pulled some kind of a muscle in his hip back, something, and he's working on getting that corrected. He's been to a chiropractor and stuff a couple times a week, so things are getting better there. But long story short, I always knew that come January 1st, I would want to start that challenge again. I'm not calling it 75 soft again, because so many hardcore 75 hard people just came at us, just giving us grief for, you know, taking an easy way out, whatever. I'm just going to name it Hope's 75-day challenge. This is what I'm going to do. And I've changed it up just a little bit from the last one, more so, and we'll talk about it as I get into it. So hopefully by the time we make this video, I will have what I'm doing here. I'll put a split screen so you can actually see it. But you got to follow some kind of way of eating, whatever it is. If you're carnivore, if you're doing BBBE right now, whatever it is. I choose to keep doing keto, but I like to do 20 total carbs. I like to go by total carbs, not net carbs. So not that I track. Something, if anyone is new here to the channel, I'm not a big tracker. I don't like to track. It just stresses me out. What I do is I look at a package and I look at the total carbs. I don't look at the dietary fiber, nothing, just total carbs, and that's what I base it on. So if you see my what I eat in a day, you're gonna see me saying, okay, so this slice of cheese has 0, this egg has 0, you know, and then, okay, so this is about 5 carbs, my lunch, you know? So that's kind of how I do it to get where I'm at. And if I go a little bit over, it's okay too, because I'm eating mostly clean things, mostly real foods. Even if it's vegetables, I'm not gonna go crazy if it's a little over 20. The goal is to get away from some of the snacky things that I've been doing. So that's the first thing, and I'm pretty excited about that. The next thing is I'm gonna get back into my exercise. I was a pretty regular exerciser. And then I think it was last November, my knee popped. I have a torn ACL. It's been healing ever since, and it's in great shape right now. I will be wearing my brace when I work out, but I'm going to get back into it. So the second thing is to exercise 45 minutes a day for 6 days a week. I'm gonna be able to take 1 day a week off, because sometimes things happen. Sometimes you have a terrible day at work, or sometimes you're just exhausted. Maybe you didn't sleep the night before, whatever it may be. You want to give yourself an out, right? So you're not pushing yourself too hard. So I'm going to be doing that. And 45 minutes is tough for me because I normally do around 30. So I've got to, and when I was doing it last October, I would do my 30-minute workout. I would do like my planks. I try to do like a 3-minute plank, which I'm probably at 1 minute now. I got to build back up to that. And then I had to find, like do some arm workouts with my hand weights. And I just got to find an extra 5 minutes or so. So that's why I made it 45 minutes, because it's just a little bit tougher for me to get to that. The next thing is to get my water intake. I have to drink 3 liters of water a day. I'm a very visual person, and so I picked this up. I'm not going to be doing it all the time, or maybe I will once a week, and I can just keep refilling it from my fridge because I have filtered water from the fridge, which is nice. But this is 3 liters exactly. It's 101 ounces. I have to drink 1 of these a day. But what I'm going to do is fill it in like my tumbler. So I figured this would be a great way. The reason why I got this is I put ice in here, and your ice might be more in 1 cup than in another cup. It's usually about 3 of these, but I want to make sure I'm getting the 3 liters. So I'm going to fill this up at the end of every day and just pour it all day long into my ice cold water. I will be using electrolytes as well. I have nothing against that. The next thing I'm going to be doing is reading 10 minutes a day. And I know that it was with this challenge and the last one, it was you could read whatever you wanted. So it was very easy to read just whatever book I'm into right now. But I'm changing this one up a little bit. Instead of like whatever I'm reading, I'm going to read, I was thinking first a self-help book, something like that. However, I've got something new and I meant to bring it and show you, but I'll show it to you later. But my goal is to start this project of reading the Bible, the entire Bible. I have a plan, this book that's going to, I can't remember the name of it. It's going to help me read it. It maps it out for you to read the entire Bible in 1 year. And so I'm going to follow that. So 10 minutes a day of doing that. And I'll share more about that if you're interested. It's pretty exciting. And then last but not least, the 5th challenge in this, and this is what I changed before. It was supposed to be take a daily progress photo. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a photo at the beginning and I'm going to take a photo at the end. I don't feel like there's a need to really do it every single day. But I'm going to take my daily supplements. I always forget to do that. I'm going to put a calendar in my phone even to remind me, because there's just a few that I take, and I will probably share that in an upcoming video too, of the things that I take on a daily basis. It's very minimal, but the things that I take I think are very crucial to my health, so I'm just going to make sure that I am taking it every single day, twice a day for some of them, etc. So that is what I'm doing. I'm pretty excited about it. I skipped over, I meant to tell you before I told you about what my challenge is so last year, when I was heavy into working out, before my knee popped and all of that, I was really in the best shape of my life. I was starting to getting toned and everything. I want to get back to that. My weight, I'm not afraid to put my weight out here because everybody is different. Everybody carries differently, all of that. So my ultimate goal weight in my life would be 140. But I could not get there. I couldn't do it. And I got to a point where I was about 150 to 155. And it was because of my working out and muscle, all of that stuff. And I was okay. I was fitting in clothes that I wanted to fit into, all of that. So it didn't bother me. 150 to 155. I always gave myself that little buffer because of, women's bodies just do weird things day to day. So I'm going to be getting back down to that. So I have a scale that records everything. I paired it up to my phone today, so I will be sharing. I'm going to film on January 1st, the first day of this, and I will share with you what my weight is at that time. But I have got some work to do. It is funny. All my clothes still fit, but it's starting to get a little snugger. But we've all been there. I've had a great month. Enjoying a couple things that I hadn't enjoyed in a long time. But it's time to get back to business, and so that's it. And I'm excited about it. I've worked myself up to this. I always do better when I kind of prep myself, and you know, all of that stuff. So something else that I did is, here's my notebook for the year. This is my new notebook from Erin Condren, and I ripped off I had a Chewbacca, they have Star Wars themed things, and I had a Chewbacca cover, but I took this one off of it because this is like my brain dump, my Bible. I had one last year and I finished it. I used it for the whole year, and it's just like my brain dump of stuff. And I wrote down all the foods that I really love that are just basic. I even wrote, you know, eggs and bacon, you know, silly things that are just so super simple and so easy. And it will just remind me of the different things that I can make to keep myself on track during this time. So it is 75 days. It starts January 1st for me. And what's very exciting is that it ends like right on my birthday. I'm turning 50 this year on March 16th. And I think it's either the end of March 16th, March 17th, whatever. I'm also taking that week off of work. So I'm just excited. I think that's going to be a great celebration at the end of all this, as I can celebrate and be like, I did it, because I know I'm doing it. I am doing this, and I'm very excited about it. So let me know down below, what are your New Year's resolutions, your goals, whatever you want to call it. I, again, have so many things to be thankful for this year. And I'm, you know, God blessed us with the ability to be here still. So I need to thank him by taking care of myself. And that's what I'm going to do. So sorry, this was a lot of chatting, I know, but you guys are good about that. I just wanted to tell you what my goals were, hopefully get somebody motivated. Change this up yourself, which was another thing I wanted to talk about. If you want to do something similar to this, but maybe you don't like to read, like our friend Nancy, you can change it into something that works for you. So our friend Nancy, who you guys have met, she is like the most popular person in the keto community, but she's our best friend. And she started this challenge the same time that we did. And she is the only one close, like nearby to us. I know, Lindy, you do it all the time. You're a beast. But Nancy did this challenge, and she's the only one left that finished it. And she's 5 pounds away from her goal weight. She continued it during all of the stress that we brought upon her with our life changes that have been going on. She did it while she was on her cruise. Everything. I'm so proud of her. You should see the change in her. She looks amazing. She's aging in reverse, and she has motivated me to keep going on this. And I'm just so excited for her. I'm proud of her, and I love her so much. But so you can change it up. So I know one thing that she did, instead of reading, she doesn't like to read. So she would, you know, limit herself to stop eating after a certain time of the day. And that was really hard for her, and she did it. She did it. And now, you know, they say it takes like 30 days to start a new habit, break a habit. We're going to be doing this for 75 days. So I'm hoping that that is something that will really get me on track to, and get used to doing the things that I was doing. I was working out every day without doing this challenge, you know? So I'm excited. And I hope you guys are doing something well, and maybe you don't need to change anything. You're already doing all the right things, and I'm so proud of you. I really am, because life can be hard sometimes. As we have figured this out this year, life can be hard sometimes, and it was a hard second half of the year. Well, last quarter of the year for us, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I thank God, because he really did make this whole transition a lot easier than it could have been. So that's what's going on for 2025. I can't talk, but as you can tell, I'm so excited about it. So stay tuned, because I'm going to try to be filming as much as I can as well. But Wednesday, I am off for New Year's Day, and that's the start of this challenge. So I'm going to show you how well I'm doing. So, I mean, I'm going to do great on the first day. Don't we all do great on the first day? So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that bell also, and hit all notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.